What is up, everybody? JD here, coming to you with another everyday carry video. I hope everyone's doing well. Today I'm really excited to talk about another gentleman's carry office carry pocket knife, and that is the Civivi Stylum. This is a ferrum forged design, and it is another front flipper pocket knife. This particular one has the 10CR 18CO MOV. Hopefully I said that right. This is a coated sub 3-inch blade, and this has no liner locks. This is a double detent slip joint knife. It is very smooth action. The micarta is really nice and textured, very soft. Hopefully you're getting a really good close-up of just how nice that micarta looks and the texturing to it. It feels really nice in hand. Civivi, as always, has really good blade centering on all their knives, and this is no exception. The pivot is on bearings. You have a deep carry pocket clip. It is not reversible, and the action on this is very good. It's not necessarily the best front flipper that I've encountered, but it is very good. Some size comparisons, and I do want to do this a little bit different. So I want to do a comparison on my Lion Steel Best Man 2, which you can see lining up at the pivots is very comparable to give you an idea of just how slim and low profile, just how small in size the actual Stylum is. And I wanted to do a comparison against my Farmer in the A-locks, which is one of the bigger sizes that you can get on the Victorinox Swiss Army knife. So as you can see, the Civivi, it compares very favorably to the Best Man 2 with a very similar blade length and handle length. The Lion Steel is slightly shorter, both in blade length and in handle length. So this makes this a very discreet gentleman's carry, and the deep pocket carry clip is also really nice because that allows you to have that way down in your pocket. The double detent slip joint allows for very easy one-handed operation. The front flipper action on it is very good too. The jimping on the top of the knife is very well done. It does allow for some grip, and you do have to put just a touch more force on it than you do some of the other front flipper knives that I have in my rotation. And they have that jimping all around front to back, and that is because for the thumb action, you can put that right about there and get really good action. But for the finger roll, you actually want to kind of, actually it might be about the same spot. I had it probably in the wrong spot when I first tried that. It's very thin, slicey blade. And let me do two other comparisons to some front flippers. And while I do love this knife, it is not my favorite front flipper from Civivi. That still lasts with the Imperium. But the Imperium is a much bigger knife by comparison. Is it a big knife? No. But it is much bigger than the Stylum in comparison. As you can see here, this is almost a 3.5-inch blade, and it has almost, I would say, too much handle length. I think Civivi could have potentially gone a little bit shorter on this if they could have gotten it to where the blade would not have reached the end of the handle. I don't know that they could have saved much more. Maybe they do 3.25 on the blade here instead of doing almost 3.5 inches and being able to take some of that handle away. It could have been a little bit smaller, And perhaps Civivi will do a Imperium, almost called it the Stylum. Imperium, like an Imperium Small, or maybe a Stylum Micro, because I do actually really think that this style front flipper, even though it does have the little unicorn shape going to it, is just a little bit easier to operate, especially if you're not familiar with the front flippers. But getting back to the comparisons, my favorite still to this day front flipper, the Feist. This Justin Lundquist design is fantastic. I think it, just like the Stylum, is the perfect sized gentleman office carry EDC. Let me go ahead and just give you some profile comparisons of this particular Stylum. So as you can see here, the Feist and the Stylum, not only in overall size, but in profile, line up very closely. As you can see, closed size proportions are very, very similar. Take into consideration that the grip is smaller, but with the blade being exposed more than it is on the Feist, you're running into a very similar footprint. No matter which one you put in the front and back, you're not going to really see too much of either one sticking out over the other. And of course, the Imperium is bigger, but this is also a very thin carry, slicey knife, so it isn't going to be a big footprint difference between the two. It is going to be very minuscule, the difference here. And you know what? I'm just noticing for the first time. I don't know how well that'll show up. That's okay. I'll get a close-up when I do a close-up of the grips. How cool is that? But getting back to the difference, it is going to be very minuscule for the profile difference, but closed, you can see. Let me do it with the clip. You can see the difference. While the pocket clip is not reversible, it is reversible on the Imperium. But I do think that this is a fantastic gentleman's carry, something that you can put in, the pocket for summer shorts. If you want to go minimal and have something very lightweight, this is going to work really well. In the office environment, the deep carry pocket clip and the discreet size are very unassuming, very unintimidating. I think this is a really good choice, and the operation and the knife itself is really good. Civivi just continues to run a perfect formula of smooth action, quality workmanship, and excellent ergos and features action. They just run that formula with whatever they're producing, and they have something out there for everyone, regardless if you're looking for mid-sized, full in hand grip, compact, discreet carry, gentleman carry. They have a lot of knives out there that are really well done, that are super obtainable, super affordable. If you're just looking for something that's easy on the pocket to be able to carry into an office environment, or lightweight to carry with your summer gear, whatever it is that you're into. If you don't like the double detent slip joint and you want the liner lock, then, go pick you up an Imperium. That's going to be perfect for you. It's going to be exactly what you want. It isn't as light as the Stylum, but it's still a very lightweight, affordable EDC, very good looking. I mean, this looks like a much higher end piece than what it actually is. And Civivi, as long as they can continue to do that, a lot of their products are going to be home runs. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.